Okay, we have a lot of numbers, but we want to really use the numbers for us. We want to make sure that what's in there are, um, well, in our case, they just are they're asking for find the value of x. They're not asking for y. So we might consider just leaving out the side that has y on it, y plus 1, because we're not trying to find that, and that will kind of mess with us to have another variable in there. We really want to be using numbers. Okay? So how are we going to do that? We will pick two sides that we know the ratio of, actual numbers. By the way, sorry, I circled that x plus 1, but what I really want to do is just not use it. Okay? What do I want to use? I want to use x plus minus 1. And if you line up the angles and you checked, you could see that that corresponds with 6 on the smaller, appears to be a trapezoid. Okay? And what do we compare it with? Well, let's compare two sides that we know, like this one and this one. Then we can set it up and say x minus 1 over 32 equals 6 over 24. And we've got a ratio that we can then multiply the diagonals and solve. So multiply the diagonals, we get 24 times x minus 1 equals 6 times 32. Or multiplying 24 into it, and that's the word I'm looking for, distributing this in, we get 24x minus 24 equals 6 times 32 is 192. And then if you were to add 24 to both sides, you get 24x is equal to 216. And I'm going to bring that up on the top over here. And of course, what do we need to do? We want to divide by the coefficient of the variable. That's 24x. I'm sorry, that's 24. The x is not part of the coefficient. And we are left with x equals, and since it is not 10 times as big as 24, it doesn't say 240 at least, we're only going to get a single digit. So what we really need to kind of do is just say 24 times what? And multiply just to check what it would be. So we could say 24 times what? If you have a guess, you can guess and check and see if you need to go higher or lower. I know this though. I know that the number that I'm dividing 24 by 24, if I added one more 24 on there to this, I would be at 240. I would be at 10 times that amount if I added one more on. So this must be 9 times the amount of 24. That's my guess. So we're going to check it. Okay, 9 times 4 is 36. Puts a 6 in the ones place. That's a good start because I'm looking to have a 6 in the ones place at the end. So 9 times 4 is 36. Carry the 3. 9 times 2 is 18. Plus 3 is 21. 216. Sorry. I don't want to put 216 as 9. Because 24 times 9 is 216, so 216 divided by 24 is 9. Okay, always we're setting up a ratio of sides that match, and it says the polygons are similar, and we can see that they're positioned right because we can see 2 is to 4 as 8 is to 16. Okay, or another way of looking at it would be 2 is to 8, 2 is to 8 as 4 is to 16. That's a ratio, or that's a proportion that we know is true, and so we know that they're positioned right. So let's not use this And let's instead go, so then this is to this. So that we're using one set of numbers, the purple ones, that we know what the ratio is. It's 2 to 8. And then what about for the light blue, going the same direction as 2 to 8, we're going to start from the right, 2.5, go to left to x minus 3. And now we'll multiply the diagonals, set them equal to each other. 2 parentheses x minus 3 equals 8 parentheses 2.5. Okay, 8 times 2.5 is 20. And this is 2x minus 6. So then we add 6 to both sides. And you get 2x equals 26. I'm going to write that up here. 2x equals 26, and I'm going to divide that by 2. And we are at choice A on the bottom, x is equal to 13. Okay, we know the polygons are similar, and not necessarily drawn to scale, but we can see that they're in the right position. So we can say then, okay, 5x is to 5, this is to this, as 4 is to x. Okay, 5x is to 5 as 4 is to x. And now we will multiply the diagonals. That. And we will get 5x squared equals 5 times 4, which is 20. And then if you divide both sides by the coefficient 5, you get x squared equals 4. And if you square root that, square root of x squared equals the square root of 4. The square root of x squared is x. The square root of 4 is 2. It's true, when you square root, you should get a positive and a negative. You could say plus or minus 2 is, because what I'm suggesting is that if you square root 4, it could have been negative 2 times negative 2, that equaled 4. Or it could have been positive 2 times positive 2, that equaled 4. Since you don't know what multiplied by itself to get 4, you have to acknowledge both answers could be possible. X could be plus or minus 2, positive 2 or negative 2, like normally, right? That's what it normally would be. So we have two answers, except one of them is not going to be a valid answer. And why is that? Because you see that one of the side lengths is x. Could you have a negative 2 side length? No, you can't have negative lengths. So now what we say is, okay, well now I know that it's just got to be a positive 2, so I don't need to write a sign to say x is 2. So that gives us answer B. All right, lightning round. We can say the proportion, this bigger one, they're already telling us that they're similar. This is to this, 8 is to 4, as this is to this, right? 8 is to 4 as 55 is to x. Yeah? And then you're just cross multiplying to solve. So you then get 8x equals 4 times 55, or 8x equals, I know how to do this in my head. I can double this, multiplying by 4. Multiplying by 4 is just multiplying by 2, and then multiplying by 2 again. So I'm going to multiply this by 2. 50 times 2 is 100, 5 times 2 is 10, 110. And then I got to double it a second time, 220. Now I got to divide both sides by 8. Okay, and you get x equals, dividing by 8 is like dividing by 2, dividing by 2 again, and dividing by 2 again, because 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. Okay, so if I'm going to show you that, and then I'll actually do the math to support it with the division. Okay, if you did divided by 2, you get 110 over 4, same ratio. Divided by 2 again, you get 55 over 2. And we could divide again, and let's do divide again. Half of 50 is 25, half of 5 is 2.5. 25 plus 2.5 is 27 and a half. Over 1, or just 27 and a half. That's what you get there. Now I said I would do the math to support it. So I can say, instead of simplifying, reducing the fraction like I did, let's just do 220 divided by 8. And that goes in twice. Goes in 7 times. Decimal, bring down another 0. 8 goes into 45 times. There's another way of getting your 27.5 through minus